Hello everybody, it's Barbara Ann. Welcome back to my channel, Straight Out of Context. This is track number 11 from the Torture Prose Department, and it is entitled, I Can Fix Him. In parentheses, no really, I can. The smoke cloud billows out of his mouth. Like a freight train through a small town, the jokes that he told across the bar were revolting and far too loud. They shake their heads saying, God help her, when I tell them he's my man. But your good Lord doesn't need to lift a finger. I can fix him. No, really, I can. And only I can. The dopamine races through his brain on a 6-lane Texas highway. His hand so callous from his pistol, soft traces hearts on my face. And I could see it from a mile away, a perfect case for my certain skill set. He had a halo of the highest grade. He just hadn't met me yet. They shake their heads saying, God help her, when I tell them he's my man. But your good Lord doesn't need to lift a finger. I can fix him. No, really, I can. And only I can. Good boy. That's right. Come close. I'll show you heaven. If you'll be an angel, all mine. Trust me, I can handle me, a dangerous man. No, really, I can. They shook their heads saying, God help her, when I told them he's my man. I told them he's my man. But your good Lord didn't need to lift a finger. I can fix him. No, really, I can. No, really, I can. Whoa. Maybe I can't. Okay. Jack Michael Antoff was a writer. And so is secondary Taylor Allison Swift. Nothing could be truer than that statement right there at Universal Music Publishing Group. So here we go. Again, God help her, your good Lord. And this is coming directly from the mouth of a person who calls themselves a Tennessee Christian. A Christian. A Christian with values. A Tennessee Christian with values. And she refers to, in 4 songs already, somebody else believing in God, as if she doesn't. She excludes herself from the belief in God, which is blasphemy, or directly mocking any kind of Christianity, Catholicism, or any kind of God, mocking it. And I don't know why people think there's a green light on mocking Christians, because if anybody were to do that to Muslims or Hindu or Buddhist or any other religion on the face of this planet, you would be called a racist. You would be called discriminatory or a bigot. And people just think they're allowed to do it to Christians. But it's funny because right from the horse's mouth, she has said she is a Tennessee Christian. Even though she might consider to be from Tennessee, from Nashville, she's not really. She's from Pennsylvania, grew up very wealthy, very spoiled and entitled and privileged, like many white people in America do. But that right there is the thing that bothers me. This is 11 songs now. 4 of them, she's directly said something about your God, or somebody else praying to their God, as if she is not included in that Christian belief of God. And when you do that, you are denying God, and is directly against the Bible and directly against and contradictory to any Catholic or Christian, Baptist, Methodist belief system. To deny God and to mock God, as if their God is somebody different than the one she praises. The problem is she doesn't praise God or live in accordance to the Bible and the teachings of God and the teachings of Jesus Christ. So the other problem I have with the song is she says his hand so calloused from his pistol. That is now 11 songs that I've gone through, and 10 of them directly talk about killing somebody's wife, killing herself, laying down and dying, just laying down, dying, and never getting up. Somebody else committing suicide if they can't have her. Bullet, gun, stitches. Literally, 11 songs and 10 of them mention something of suicidal, homicidal ideation, or gun, or bullet, or dying, or suicide, or homicide, or killing somebody else's wife, or fantasizing about killing somebody. Your good Lord doesn't need to lift a finger. God help her. All that over a man? I would choose God and Jesus Christ over a man any day. And I do. And I have. And I always will. But she always makes it like there's this assertion, like there's this ultimatum between the two. Any good man that is worth having in your life is going to be accepting of your religion. In fact, it'll probably share your religion in putting God first and living a righteous life. The dopamine races through his brain. As in what? Drugs? Alcohol? I'm sure it's the same way for her, because she's very obviously loves to consume alcohol. And she even says that she's a functioning alcoholic and alludes to alcohol. I looked at this. Out of all of the songs she's ever published, 131 or 132 times, alcohol, wine, drunk, getting drunk, being an alcoholic, being a functioning alcoholic is mentioned. That's a lot. That is a lot. It's almost every song. That's like 143 times she's mentioned babe. The word babe even has a song called Babe. It's just a little too much regurgitation of the same exact thing. It's like, there's almost 200,000 words in the English language, and there's so many hundreds of thousands of other words in other languages, and you keep using the same ones over and over and over. I'm offended. I am deeply offended by that. So she says, good boy, that's right. Come close. I'll show you heaven. She has alluded to the same line several times too. Like, I'll show you heaven. Or I'll bring you to heaven, like alluding to, I don't know, having sex with her, like her pussy is heaven or something. Or I'll show you heaven, like, come here, I'll show you heaven, my body. Like, not only is that fucking cocky, but that's very egotistical, because everybody knows Taylor Swift has had a breast augmentation. It's very, very clearly obvious. You don't gain 20, 30 pounds and all of a sudden get breasts like that. Trust me, I know. I've had kids. I've lived life. I'm her same age. Yeah, that doesn't just happen. You don't just suddenly gain a little tiny bit of weight and then boom, you're up to a very small C cup. No, that's with the help of a cosmetic surgeon. That's an enhancement that God just didn't give to her. But yeah, that right there, come close, I'll show you heaven. If you'll be an angel, all mine. That's like saying, if you'll be mine and nobody else, and talk to nobody else, and DM nobody else, and only spend time with me, and be a good boy and do what I want, that I'll show you heaven. The thing is about, and I'm not saying this to be crude, but the thing is about women, about tits, pussy, and ass, even legs and eyes and teeth, all of that stuff, especially in Hollywood, you have veneers, that shit's bought. That's not even you. That is with how much money you can buy something with to aesthetically look better. But that whole thing is, once you've seen one, you've seen it all. It's like Britney Spears going crazy and getting naked all the time. Like, look at me, attention, attention, attention. Yeah, people have seen Britney Spears naked. They did over 20 years ago. That's not something new. That's not something extraordinary. And then you stoop to that level and you're no longer getting attention. It's because people get tired of it and old of it. It's the same thing with men and women like that. Like thinking, I'll show you heaven. You have sex with one girl, you've had sex with every woman. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing for women with men. It's show you heaven. You don't even believe in God. What do you mean show you heaven? The only person that could do that is literally God. So, and I mean in a literal way, I'm not taking her for the metaphor she's trying to project here. But I think it's disgusting. The smoke cloud billows out of his mouth. Like, what is he, a vapor, or is he smoking marijuana? Because she can't be a functioning alcoholic and tell anybody that she dates that they can't be a smoker or a cigar smoker or vapor or a weed smoker, whatever, right? Because that would be hypocritical. All I can think is so disgusting, because it reminds me of the commercials I used to see in 5th grade, where it was like, oh, kissing a smoker is like licking an ashtray, and you see the mouth with all the ashes and this nasty cigarette butts on it. It just like makes me want to barf. Literally barf right in her stupid idea of I'll show you heaven. Give me your man, Taylor. I'll show him heaven. How about that? No, really, I can. And I will.